Nephilim, the mystery of the hybrid species between heaven and earth. In the shadows of classic texts and the most ancient legends, there exists a name that has always sparked fierce debate: Nephilim. More than just giants in tales, the Nephilim remain an unsolved puzzle regarding the origin of humanity, the interference of supernatural entities, and a chaotic era that was wiped away by the Great Flood. The chilling passage in Genesis 6. To understand the Nephilim, we must turn back the clock to chapter 6 of the book of Genesis. The Bible writes, "When human beings began to increase in number on the earth, and daughters were born to them, the sons of God saw that the daughters of humans were beautiful, and they married any of them they chose." This sentence opens a mysterious door. Who were the sons of God? If they were angels, why did they possess carnal desires? If they were the descendants of Seth, a righteous lineage, why did their union with the daughters of men, often interpreted as the lineage of Cain, produce tyrants endowed with supernatural power? The result of that union was the Nephilim, a name in Hebrew that means those who cause others to fall. They were hybrid entities, creatures possessing the powers of the divine realm, yet bearing the chaotic nature of the earthly world. Decoding their nature. Who were they? The existence of the Nephilim has sparked opposing theories for centuries. First, the fallen angel theory, the Grigori lineage. This interpretation comes from the Book of Enoch, an ancient text not included in the official biblical canon, yet incredibly significant. This book describes the Watchers who abandoned heaven to descend to earth, where they taught humanity forbidden knowledge, the crafting of weapons, metallurgy, and even how to alter genetic structures. This hybridization created the Nephilim, entities whose minds could not control their own immense physical power, leading to a world filled with violence. Second, the ancient astronaut theory, modern perspective. In the modern world, researchers of alternative history pose the question, what if the sons of God were actually travelers from the stars? The Nephilim could have been the result of a genetic hybridization experiment intended to create a race of warriors or laborers. Megalithic stone structures around the world, such as Stonehenge or the pyramids, are often considered beyond the construction capabilities of humanity at that time. Could the Nephilim have been the engineers who utilized high technology to execute these projects? Would you like me to continue translating the next part of your exploration into the mystery of the Nephilim? The biological divergence theory. Many conservative scholars argue that the Nephilim were simply individuals of massive physical stature, resulting from genetic mutations or differences in lifestyle. They were the elite warriors of the ancient world, who leveraged their physical strength to dominate others, thereby giving rise to the legends of giants. Fourth, the erased traces. The Bible asserts that the existence of the Nephilim was the primary reason God decided to cleanse the earth with the Great Flood. Was this a punishment for moral corruption, or was it a measure to eliminate a dangerous hybrid race that had spiraled out of control? Notably, in later passages of the Bible, such as Numbers 13:33, when the Israelite scouts returned from the land of Canaan, they reported to Moses, "We saw the Nephilim there. We seemed like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and we looked the same to them." This suggests that even after the Great Flood, descendants of, or entities similar to, the Nephilim either survived or reappeared. Forbidden knowledge, a gift or a curse from the Nephilim. According to the legends in the Book of Enoch, the Book of the Watchers, the emergence of the Nephilim was not merely a biological hybridization, but also a disastrous enlightenment for civilization. The fallen angels, the Grigori, did something that God had forbidden. They handed humanity the keys to their own self-destruction. Regardless of whether we view the Nephilim through the lens of theology or scientific hypothesis, their story carries an enduring lesson about the, quote, limits of progress. The Nephilim represent the fusion of high-level knowledge from the gods and greedy nature of humanity. When humans attempt to transcend natural laws, or when we seek to become gods through technological power while lacking moral restraint, we are essentially creating our own Nephilim. These could be AI developing beyond our control, genetic engineering, or any other reckless interference with the natural order.